Well, alright then, welcome back to Everspace. On our last run, we got pretty far, but more importantly, we picked up this little thing. This Leech enhancement, and I'm actually excited about this one. If you destroy an enemy, you repair 20 hit points. It makes nanobots pointless, outside of, fixing your components, but it's a lot easier to find an enemy than it is to find nanobots. So I think we're going to enjoy this. And of course you can start with nanobots in this particular run. These are randomized every time, by the way. So let's go with the sensor relay, since we don't actually need nanobots, and we do tend to find at least a little bit. So that'll be fine for component repair when that time comes. So these guys found us right off the bat. Yeah, we want the beam laser. Light missile. I don't know that this is the better loadout, but this is one that we are apparently going with. So yeah, stop them and then shred them. That's how you're supposed to do it. And I think we did take hull damage, but it doesn't matter. We've got the Leech. Hull damage is a thing of the past, or a thing of like the short to medium term. And this does incentivize getting into combat, but we kind of do that all the time anyway, unless situations are especially dire. So we are going with the light, the light fighter this time. We did heavy last time. It worked really well, so maybe that's actually the better idea, but oh well. We're just out of range to do anything about this outlaw drone. Yeah, I thought that was kind of funny too. There's a container in here as well. And there are more outlaws right behind us. Yeah, they noticed us. Now that we've destroyed one of their own. Probably some like drone outpost thing right around here. We are so much faster. I just did the heavy run that we saw in last video, so I'm kind of bouncing between extremely fast and extremely slow. It's a little bit of a jolt. And we're off. So we also upgraded our map to where we can see where service stations are. We don't necessarily need a service station, but if it makes sense to hit one up on the path, we will. Because it makes sense. Like, why wouldn't we? So we'll freeze you in place, and then rip you to shreds, all while strafing and avoiding your buddies. I ran out of stasis missiles, so we're gonna have to just do some old school killing. Okay, you're done. Let's, we can't build anything. We can't build anything. Let's use an energy injector then. And just, keep blowing these things to bits. Yeah, see, we got nice and healed. Oop. Are you gonna do that thing where you collide? Are you gonna do that thing? We don't like that thing. And so yes, we have nanobots now. They are useless. We can't repair with them. But if a component gets broken, we can repair the component. And we're not going to be in a situation where we've used up all our nanobots repairing our hull, and therefore can't repair our component. So this is actually, like, optimal. In my opinion, this is optimal. So we'll go... we don't need the mineable fuel. We probably don't even need the service station, but it's nice to hit it. Yeah, we can't refuel. But we can trade. We can buy some crystal or some scrap. We'll buy all of that up. The scrap is the really interesting part. That's usually harder to find, in my experience. So we'll concern ourselves a little more with that. But I mean, it's always nice to have more crystal, have more resources. You never know when you'll want them. And we can already upgrade some stuff. We'll upgrade our shields. Because, you know, now that we have them, again, we were doing heavy last run, we didn't have any shields. It's nice to welcome them back. And you are taken care of nice and fast. There.
Credits. Nice and simple.
Yeah, more money is always good. Thought I shot that missile, but I guess not. So how are we doing? How are we doing? There is a turret over there. I heard it click, but I didn't see it happen. More missiles. Some power cells. Some crystal. Just gathering up a bunch of basic resources right now. Okay, turret is up here. And of course the run where we're not allowed to use nanobots, we just keep getting them. I feel like that's intentional. I feel like that's the game specifically designed to be just a little bit taunting. Not terribly, but just a little. Just that tiny bit of, oh, don't you wish you could use these? Now that you have all of them, you know, don't you wish this was a different run, where this volume of resources would have been beneficial? You know, you would feel so much better about that run. This run, you're just kind of living and dying by what other sort of living and dying ends up happening. Beam Laser Plus and Enhanced. So no, don't salvage that. Swap it. And there's a comm hub. We might not have enough time to really enjoy it, but we'll hack it anyway. There was a container. Kind of stuck in the wall. Is there really nothing else? There's a tech container, and another container way out here. Fortunately, we are fast. We can take shield breakers. You know what? We will go 100% shield breaker. Because why not? Missile defense system. Okay, that's an active item. We've had this on the heavy. And we don't need mineable fuel. That's all on service station. I'd say we're good. So we just have tons of shield breakers. So standard operating procedure. Break a shield, blast the baddie. And here are some baddies to blast. So some plasma to gather, so we'll head over here and then work out our plan of attack. Got outlaws at 4 over there. Hawker's at 4. Then Outlaws also at 4, but at the Trader. So the Trader is helping to take care of business, because that's what traders do. They knocked an energy core extension into the sky. So this is a passive that we don't have space for. This missile defense system is really nice. So how do we feel about our energy? I would say we want a little bit more. Enough that we can drop a sensor relay. And buy a shield booster. And we have a lot of power cells, so we can afford to sell a few off. It's a little sketchy to do so, but we can do it. Now, shock rifle. We can up the energy efficiency of it. Beam laser. I mean, same stuff. We'll make that one more energy efficient. We can't add a range mod to the shock rifle. That's disappointing, because that is a little bit of a problem. In my opinion, at least. So we'll give it a shield damage mod. And upgrade our cloak. We haven't used the cloak yet, but want to be ready for when we ultimately decide to. Then we'll take this compound that's just floating out nowhere. And yes, more baddies have arrived. There's a basic outlaw drone and scout. So we can pop the shield on that. Blow that away. Pretty straightforward. We got Aker over there. Outlaws. I mean, this trader ship just knows how to handle it. We're gonna get back up to full on fuel. It's actually a shield booster just hovering out in the middle of nowhere. And we'll use it because why not? You know, it's literally just sitting there. You know, the trader ship can't use it. It's not designed to. Take a little bit of extra gas, and yes, this is definitely some manner of outlaw outpost, considering the missile turret right here. And of course, it drops a lot of nanobots that we can't use, but our health is just in wonderful shape. Leech could be like the single best enhancement we've unlocked so far. This, I don't know, this could make it incredibly easy, or this could just like set us up for all sorts of hubris. It's pretty hard to tell. Yep, there's another missile turret. And surprise, surprise, it was shooting missiles. But now it's not, because it's gone. Drone override. We'll just salvage that. And I think we're good. I think we're good here. We already have drone overrides. We don't need more. So we'll head off to the end of Sector 1. Pretty productive, pretty straightforward. Lots of enemies over here.
A distress signal from a ship under attack by outlaw elements.
All right.
We've got company.
We could not save it. We tried to save it. We could not save it.
Intercepted.
Yeah, go ahead and damage the hull. Like, this is what we have. This is what we have Leech for.
Cross another one off.
Oh. Okay, so we weren't going to be able to save that guy. Like, he was way too under attack when we started. It just wasn't gonna happen. But, we shall remember you always. Anonymous GNB guy. Tractor beam? Nah. We're okay for collecting resources. We don't really need that. These outlaws have spotted us. Blast you. Spin around. And there we go. And we get a damage limiter that we can take if we so choose. But we have 3 shield boosters, which have the same effective result. So, don't really need it. Freighter rack. Get fuel. We'll be full up on that. I mean, freighter racks are usually worthless, or nearly so, but this one, it was too. Like, ultimately, it wasn't that good, but it did give us something we needed. And some more mineable ore. I don't know that we need all this ore, but it's nice to have more resources. And we're gonna have lots of crystal over there, a little crystal here, gel and a time extender. We won't use the time extender because I can't figure out how to use those effectively. But the gel, maybe that'll be come in handy. There we go. There's our mineable crystal. This leech just, it makes it so, it feels so easy. You know, normally, well, in my experience with roguelikes that have had, you know, a lifesteal kind of item, kind of mechanic, it's a nice to have. It doesn't save your run, you know? But like in Strafe, that has health regen. You kill an organic enemy, you get 1 HP back. You can kind of tell just by the number that that's not going to be very valuable. Now granted, there are a lot of organic enemies in that game, so you do end up killing a lot and gaining a lot, but it's still only 1 HP. And it caps off at like 60 or 75 or something. I think it's like a portion of your max health. And then there's like Binding of Isaac, Blood of the Vampire. You have to do like 13 kills to get half a red heart in return. And honestly, if you're playing that game at like high skill level, you're just going all soul hearts. You don't have red hearts, so it's completely useless. But this lifesteal, this is a strong lifesteal. And yeah, it makes nanobots pointless, but whatever. You know, it's just another resource then. We've got our 15 now. We probably won't need all those 15, to be perfectly honest. Hello. Shield breakers are probably useless. Shield boosters, on the other hand, useful. I don't know which mod would actually be useful here, so I'm not going to make any. We're going to salvage our spare shield breakers and make light missiles instead. Okay, you are just a little frightening. Can we use a shield booster again? No. Alright. I mean, we want to be close and all so that we can do the damage, but we don't want to be too close. Probably because that's really blinding. But also, when we defeat it, it becomes a singularity. Kind of want to be careful of that. Low on energy, so use an energy injector. Whoops. Use a shield booster. And this is somewhere that, you know, the hull damage we take, we're not really going to recover from. What? What? Are you serious? Are you serious? We're going back to the hangar. I don't even have a way to explain that. We just, wow. Maybe the Leech isn't a great idea, but like, come on. So we'll beef the scout up a little bit. We'll beef up the gunship, just in case we decide to go back to it. And we'll throw in on critical hit chance. And yeah, that's gonna use it all up. We're gonna send this baby out again. We're going to send it back out. And we'll send it out with a damage limiter. Man. I don't know what happened there. I mean, the obvious, like, short answer is we got killed. But it didn't feel like it was doing anywhere near the necessary amount of damage for that to happen. We were just like having a good tete-a-tete, and then it blew our tet off. Here we go. That looks interesting. There's a freighter wreck over there. I'm not going back for a freighter wreck. That might be a plasma field. Something has spotted us. Probably this outlaw drone. But that's no big deal. Some crystal over here. Game might have just stuttered a little bit. I think it did, and it missed the whole this thing is fully mined notification. Oh well. Anything in here? This is a whole lot of wreck. So, of course there would be a container. Maybe more of them. It's a pretty good size wreck. Yep. A tech container. With a scatter gun. We can't use it anyway. Some scrap. Oh, something spotted us. Oh, an outlaw. And a drone. I mean, we might as well keep plundering. No reason not to. We could probably use the resources. Raider wreck, mineable ore. We're not gonna go all the way over there. We're lazy. Come on, something. Processor and credits. We've had worse freighter wrecks. Oh, and there's more. And some scrap. Decent crafting material, on the whole. We'll build a bunch of light missiles. And that'll do. Man, I'm like genuinely a little peeved by that last run. That was like a little insulting, almost. I guess we really have to be careful about ancients, because they are really good at knocking us out of the sky. But I mean, that was a case where we didn't know it was coming. We actually never know, because we don't have... There is an enhancement to like always be aware of when, like where the ancients are. We don't have that on this ship because we only have the one enhancement slot. We may soon decide that having more enhancement slots is a good idea. Alright, stasis missiles, not a big fan. Losing shields, also not a big fan. Let's equip light missiles and just go to town. Take care of you, and you should get us back up to full. Yeah, so now we're back up to full health. But there was an outlaw turret, and I don't know where it went. There are multiple outlaw missile turrets. And there's a drone server. There we go. I actually didn't notice if that kill counted for repair purposes. We got a tractor beam. We're gonna take a Gatling over the shock rifle. I don't really like the shock rifle, to be honest. Probably pick a different loadout in the future. Got some dark energy. Oh. Okay, one fighter down. Okay, we used up all our light missiles and went back to stasis. And we're full up on fuel. Can we blow anything up over here? Or is that the limit of our explosions? Looks like that's the limit of our explosions, so let's get back to plundering. And we are a little down on damage. And we can't use nanobots, so we just have to find things to kill. Hopefully this, I believe the plasma will help us on building more missiles. Except no, we need ore and scrap. Plasma is irrelevant. Not even useful for shield boosters. We have literally just enough to build a shield booster. That's precision. So I think we're done here. There's lots of fuel, but we can't take it. And away we go. Now, apparently nanobots are used in like some crafting besides just repair purposes. I don't think we've unlocked anything that deals with. That's gonna be some kind of point of interest. Outlaws and Ockers over there. We're gonna come over here where Outlaws and GMBs are fighting. This turret has taken a shining to us. Okay, blowing up a turret does repair your hull when you have Leech. So that's good to know. That does count. It's a freighter wreck. That's Another drone. They were coming from here, weren't they? Stasis missiles against missile turrets might not be the most sensible idea. Against scout ships, they make total sense, but against turrets, not really.
Nice shot.
Okay, taking care of the drone. Okay, get our energy back up. Oh, yeah, can't pick that up. Where'd it go? There it is. Damage booster. We'll just scrap for now. Freighter wreck, beam laser, Mark III. Needs to charge up. So, you know what? We'll have 2 beam lasers, 1 regular, 1 charged. And, that'll be how we handle things. We'll just do it that way. It's simple. Let's see. Down here is a freighter rack. Let's visit the freighter rack. And prepare to be disappointed by the freighter rack. Ah, yes. This little beauty of a weapon. I know, you have to charge it, but it's good. No, it's potent. And, we have a resource shop. We can sell some processors, buy some plasma. I don't think we really want to do any of that. Then refuel. We have 99. We're not going to pay for 1. So that station was a bust. I believe that's the freighter wreck we just came from. So is there anything else that we were interested in? I don't think so. So let's go. Onwards and upwards. And with full health. But we have seen how quickly that can fall by the wayside, so let's not get cocky. Beam Laser Plus. That is strictly better. So we'll take it. Take some resources. Up there, jumping in. And jumping out. Now see, when you announce yourself, that gives me time to prepare. So we can just take care of you nice and easy. Oh. I almost don't think that's a good approach for this. There we go. There's a couple containers in here, and there is a trader, so we will be paying them a visit. Is that all in terms of containers? That's it. Oh, trader, where art thou? Oh, right here. So what you got? We got hostiles, apparently. So that's worth being aware of. Nano injector. Instantly repairs a certain amount of hull hit points. We want that. We definitely want that. So we'll purchase. Oh, There we go. Drone override, remove, salvage, purchase. And we're not going to sell all of our plasma. We can sell a little compound, but we're not that hard up for money. And I mean, if we were hard up for money, tradition dictates that you sell your plasma first. That's just how the world works. That's not how the keyboard works. Let's buy up some light missiles and set these up. See, the drone's an easy knockout, so we don't really care. But of course the trader helped a little bit, so thank you, trader. We don't really want... Nah, I think we're good. I think we're good. Doesn't really seem to be much in the way of resources out here. Might be something in this asteroid. There's some mineable ore. Yeah, there was some stuff there. Some crystal over here. Probably have to come in through this little husk, whatever we can call it, to make that little stumble of language not seem so bad. Yeah, we'll take shield breakers. Hey, if anyone ever tells you, oh, this must be really easy, just sitting here playing video games and talking, keeping your head straight and keeping your tongue from tying, it's really actually kind of tricky. I'm increasingly impressed with like the really high quality streamers and let's players, just the fact that they're able to do this and be like consistently clear. I won't say they're all necessarily eloquent, but they're consistently clear. You can tell what they're trying to say. And they have something that they're trying to say. It may be something stupid, but there's something there. There's the assembly line is working. The powerhouse is firing off. It can be difficult to fill dead air. This is currently my attempt at filling dead air, and you can just tell how well it's going. We have a Knocker Corvette. You can probably tell from the sound of my voice how enthusiastic I am about that. We can take care of this fighter, no problem. Take care of this drone, no problem. But there's no sense mining that crystal. Not right now, at least. So, we have done this before, and we've seen an approach that does work. That approach, well, first, let's upgrade our cloak a little bit, give it a more duration. Can we? We cannot. What we wanted to do is a drone override, and I may have just screwed it up by improving that cloak and spending some gas. So, that sucks. Is there any mineable gas over here? No. There's mineable ore.
Multiple hostiles incoming.
So, this is how we do. Kind of cloak around until we get into a nice position. And then we just sort of snipe. Now this, it turns out, is not a very nice position because we're a little too far away. Where is the range on these weapons? 11, 16. Okay. Whoop. There's something else that is coming right for us. And it deflects our missile. So that's interesting. Either way, that's too far. So, we need to cloak again. And find a position where we can still hide, but also be close enough. And this is probably too close. But this is what we're going to attempt. Okay, now we are hurting it from here. And it can't really seem to hit us. I mean, it can, but it's sort of struggling. Now we can equip that, use an energy injector, use a shield booster, and then why are we using shield breakers when its shields are down? Use light missiles. They're good for you. And this is our approach. This is literally how we're going to handle the situation, is hiding. Hiding and hitting it in the tip of its tail. But it worked. It worked, and we're not idiots. And there we go. So we got a couple blueprints out of the deal. A Gatling 40 mil. This might be better than the Beam Laser Mark III. At least for our purposes. Got a couple blueprints. Some crystal over there. And of course there's some mineable gas, so yes, we can make the drone override that we were hoping to make. Apparently, we can't use a nano injector. Kind of wish I noticed that earlier. But oh well. Let's pop the Gatling gun on you. Nice. Whoa. Some weird collision thing happened there. I'm not sure. Okay, lots of gas now. More fuel. Jumping suppressed. So the suppressor wasn't the Corvette. That's a little frustrating on a time scale, because that means we still need to get out of here. Processor, empty tech container. It also means that battle was like completely pointless. It was okay for us, but we didn't have to do it. Signal's getting stronger. Okay, it's gotta be nearby. And like now we bolt, because we're done. That ore is much too far away. We'll hit this tech container since it's right here. Shock rifle. Nah. We keep getting, like, charged weapons, essentially. I'm not super fond of those. Oh, the container's right here. Why would we not go for it? But we'll get out before the Ockers show up. We defeated a Corvette. We're good. So do we go hard into the service station or carry on? I say we just carry on. We don't really need the service station. We don't even need, like, the refueling option that it might have. Okay, we're about to get sandwiched between Outlaws and Ocker, so let's just wrap this up. Said we wrap this up. That involves you dying. I'm sorry to say, but I don't make the rules. We have another tractor beam. And now those outlaws we can take care of pretty easily. They're just drones. You know, we took care of the actual scouts first. I kind of have a suspicion that more will show up. Just, you know, call it a hunch. But those weren't hard to deal with anyway, so not concerned. Some gas, some scrap, some ore. Anything in here? Nope. Nothing there. And we're 5k away from the other goodies. But we're right next to this mineable gas, so we should hit this up. Already, I would say this run is going a lot better than the last one. Predominantly due to the fact that we're not dead. You know, surviving is kind of an asset when it comes to this game. And we're gathering a decent amount of resources as we carry on as well. So, I guess ultimately, like, the Leech is probably best in ordinary combat, ordinary encounters. You're meeting a lot of regular enemies, knocking them out one after the other, and so you're healing up from the damage that you're taking. Maybe not a one-to-one, but some orbits will go better, some will go worse. When you get up against those ancients, though, those are basically bosses. And you are not going to be prepared to handle them. Like, even if you're prepared, you're not prepared. Yeah. We can handle this. We handle this all the time. Take one down. We take one down. We craft a couple missiles because we're out of those. And then we pop them with missiles. And then we shoot it with the Gatling gun. And we get some nanobots we can't use. And we've got some enemies that we need to do something about. We got some outlaws over here. And some Ocker over here, including an elite. So we have to handle the situation with that in mind. Like, which way do we go here? How do we approach this? Well, if we're coming in through here. We just want to get in, get out. Yeah. Hitting up a scout. This is nothing. Yeah. Pretty easy. Drones are even easier. So that's basically free repair. You know, as far as we're concerned. The Elite Ocker, that's a different story. So we can build... Let's build a couple more light missiles. We will cloak. And let them fight. Did we induce this? I have no clue. I like to think maybe we did. But I have no knowledge and no way to know. Oh, but someone's got our eye a little more strongly. So let's do a shield boost. And gang up on this elite. Do an energy inject. Yep, there we go. Elite's gone. And our truce is over. So hooray, we have an access key now. We have credits and fuel and some nanobots that we can't use, some plasma that we potentially can use. And we have this crystal and this comms hub. And our health is full. Our health is good. Whoa, hello. Adaptive armor. So this is just a straight up armor boost. Having two actives, I can't juggle that personally. It may be good. I'm sure if you're a good player, you can really take advantage of it, but I'm not there. So we're gonna go just with the cloak and then have the adaptive armor so we're a little more durable. Which, from the last run, maybe we want that. Maybe we want to be a little more durable. Just saying. Some credits. If nothing else, hitting a run with a lot of credits to its name, that'll help us for the future. I don't know how easy this game is ultimately going to get, like when you have like all of the boosts, all of the stuff that you buy at the beginning of a run with these credits that you get. That's too many shield boosters. So let's take an energy injector. Yeah, let's take an energy injector. And let's see, freighter rack, containers. I think this is all the comms hub is actually going to give us. Yeah, that's all it gave us. Oh well. Let's carry on. I know I was in the middle of a thought. I appear to have lost it. That's another thing you have to be really good with in this game. This game being, you know, streaming, let's plays, etc., etc. Playing Everspace, you don't necessarily have to have a good memory for what you were talking about or what point you were attempting to make, but when you're streaming, that helps out a bit more. For an elite, you are very easy to kill. Like, I'm a little disappointed. I expected better. That's a resource transport. We don't need to worry about that. Some more fighters. That's some baddies warping in. We're ways away. Let's deal with this. We got a little fight going. There we go. Gather up this scrap, because we need that for crafting. This mineable ore. Again, might as well. Ore is not that uncommon. Scrap is a little harder to come across. I've found, at least. We can sweep some of this up. Some compounds, some fuel. Fuel's nice. I think there were other enemies, but you know, we have an elite GMB, so they probably took care of it. You know, No, sorry we couldn't come over and help. Had to pick our battles. We just happened to pick the one that was basically done before it started. And, that's kind of it. There's not much here. We'll just carry straight on then. No use scouring and hunting and, yep, picking over every last scrap. We probably are going to want to take a moment soon, assess our crafting situation. And, might as well do it now, because we're about to get into another encounter. So, let's just make a bunch of light missiles. What could be built here? Another shield booster. Nah. Wipe out that Weber in split second. Knock out that drone really quick. Yes, there are turrets around, so we will move unpredictably, juke and jive, and stay alive. And you know that's how it works because it rhymes. Oh, we got some scouts. Hello. Hello. I'm gonna blast that turret, or that missile. Okay, engine damaged. We took more damage than we really want to. And we don't have the scrap to address this. So, what does it actually mean to have the engine be damaged? We're just slower, is what it comes down to. So we're hoping this container has something that we want. Because otherwise we are going to be in dire straits yet again. So we have a time extender. We'll salvage that. Nanobots we can't pick up. Some credits, some ore. But we got scrap in there. And that's the important part. Can barely build anything out of that. We can up our range on the Gatling gun. That would be kind of nice. So we'll do that. Yeah. We are now swift again. Oh, oh. Hello. Got a whole new fleet to these. Oh. No, I know what you're trying to do. You're not going to do it. Oh, our engine's damaged again. Sensor drone. We'll just use it now because that's the only drone around. And we're just short on scrap again because we crafted. So we're getting beat up here, like worse than I had originally expected. You know, this is the light class. So it is, you know, lighter. Less health, but faster, more nimble. But being fast and nimble doesn't really mean all that much if you can't use it. If you're just standing still, doesn't matter how fast you can be. Oh, so this isn't really going to help us any, but who knows? Maybe those resources will come in handy you know, at a trader or something. Let's just get out of here. Also, we're not using our cloak at all. You know, much less not using it effectively. We're just not using it. So let's go on through the safe areas. There's tons of waste. And this. I don't know what this is. Oh wait, we've seen this before. This is the thing that we destroy. And then it splits into fragments. And the fragments leave dark energy. And that's all kind of weird. But we survived, no harm done. Fusion blaster, can't use it, we'll toss it. This is a big plasma field from the looks of it. As a GMB mining interest. And our poor drone. It's just in rough shape. So we can repair our engines, we're back to good. We still have a lot of damage to make up. But at least our ship is in repair. There's even more plasma to gather. Just, you know, watch for the minefield. Yeah, just a lot of like stray resources out here. Some compound. Just the whole like, there was a firefight here, there was a ship destruction, and this is all that's left. But, you know, we'll take it. It's right here. Just be careful of the mines. It's all GMB. There's gonna be some crystal in this asteroid. So have to find the way in. This the way in? This feels like a way in. Yes. Do watch out for the mines. But hey, good amounts of crystal. Take that. Take that. Alright, and yes, we don't have any like immediate way to repair ourselves. That sucks, but
Wonder where these containers came from.
don't think about that, man. Oh, some dark energy. Just, you know, keep an eye out for a singularity. As you do. We seem to be okay though. That's a stray container. That's a stray container. Some nanobots we can't take and some plasma mines that we can, but we don't necessarily want. And one last container, then we'll call it. Oh, some scrap. Oh, and some more scrap. Thank you, SensorBot. Our now deceased SensorBot, it would seem. So let's see. Don't need any repairs. Build just a couple light missiles. Let's not build a ton. Let's remove the plasma mines because I don't like using them. Let's build a trio of shield boosters. And a pair of energy injectors. And you know what? A pair of damage boosters. Our consumables are now full. We have taken care of that in its entirety. So 46 fuel, not a great position to be in. We are, however, staying alive, which is good. Let's head on over to the trader. See what this gives us. A little crystal, handful of ochres, a singularity. Let's not fall into the singularity. Okay. There's another drone there. Perfect. Whoop. You damaged our secondary weapons.
To take better care of the craft.
Taking is my prerogative.
I can only do so much. So, again, we need scrap. We'll find some crystal here. Of course. And I thought I saw more in here, but could be mistaken. Damage limiter Mark II. What do we get for salvaging it? Yeah, let's salvage. Okay. Shield Mark II. Takes more energy, provides more shield. Let's do that. And then thermogun. It's homing. I don't know. Yeah, let's swap to the thermo. And now we have enough scrap that maybe I will stop hitting escape when I mean to hit tab. But I don't think any amount of scrap in the world will actually allow that to happen. So there's some compound, some mineable ore, and what else we got? Some light fighters, a singularity, fuel transport. Thought I saw some, yeah, saw some outlaws swing in. Kind of close. I don't want to be on this side of the asteroid. Let's go over here. It's not like it's dangerous at all. Yeah. Whoop. Just don't go like after the GMBs. Like that's my concern with the thermo gun. So it's gonna go do that. We have no beef with the GMB. At least not right now. Perhaps for story reasons we should later, but at the moment, they're neutral. I don't know. The last video we got into some more of the story. To summarize, the guy that we keep encountering, not the anonymous girl, but the guy that hates us, basically a white supremacist, more or less. The guy that recruited him, definitely. And then you're a clone of the guy who said no and then got tranked and had to do it anyway, and you know, sucks for him. This feels like it could be an ancient fight. But I don't see the ancient sigils, so maybe not. No, not an ancient fight, just impaired sensors. That gave us a little bit of fuel. Not quite enough. This is a Weber, isn't it? Yep. Oh, Webers. But all that said, we do have enough fuel for the next jump. So we're okay. We'll take up this crystal. I saw another bit of crystal over here. So it glows oh so nicely. Refill our energy tanks. More out of impatience than any real necessity. Mineable fuel, yes. This is what we want. Thermal gun is useless without a target. 27, 34. So we're in good shape now, as far as that goes. And there's the trader. Almost forgot about him in this whole hubbub. So what do you have? Well, we can get some scrap if we give up some of our obscene amount of plasma, so yes, we're doing that. We'll take some corrosion missiles. You know what, we'll buy some processors. Whether or not we actually need them in the end, no idea, but... Ooh, this is a bunch of things all at once. Fortunately, these drones are easy to handle. Oh. Did that drone run into us? Is that how it decided to handle the situation?
I'll take these, thank you.
It's entirely possible that's how it decided to handle the situation. That was foolish of it. But in that whole assembled mess, we destroyed enough enemies that our health is pretty good now. I wouldn't necessarily say it's great, but it's definitely improved, and it's just about full. So actually we should say it's great. Great job, health, on being high. Generally you don't congratulate things on being high, but in this case we'll allow it. You know, it's not really an achievement to be high. You know, it takes a little bit of effort, I guess, but it's not difficult. Oh, we want to take out the drones first. Shield booster. Damage booster. Build a couple light missiles, but we'll keep these equipped. There we go. What else is shooting at us? A drone. How quaint to be shot at by a drone. So we handled that. We're all good there. Some outlaw turrets. I think we'll get credit for those kills as far as healing up goes. So we should be okay. And yeah, there's a service station. So that can heal us up as well. We'll just take some good old-fashioned cash, but we got that. Unfortunately, we have to deal with this whole situation. Mark II drone. Come on. There we go. Can't use a weapon overdrive. So that's all nicely taken care of. Good amounts of credits though. Let's be honest, this is pretty good money. There's some mineable scrap out there. So what do we have? Resource shop. We could buy some power cells. We're pretty low on those. And then a refuel station. Might as well. Get ourselves up to 85. That's gonna be plenty. To gather all this up. Some fuel out here. We really did kind of want a heal though. Because now we're gonna be, again, not a bad position, but it'll be much easier to just buy our way back to full health. It's always easy to just buy your way through life. You know, instead of actually working for it. But I guess we're gonna have to go, you know, be plebeian and... Plebeian? How's that? I've only ever actually seen that used on the internet. I don't know anyone who has said it in real life. I think that's to my credit, but whatever. Let's just hit the jump gate. Although first, let's see. We can build tons of light missiles now, so we'll fill up that slot. How can we upgrade our shield? Capacity, recharge delay, shutdown delay. There. Can we build energy core extension? I kind of want that. Sorry, we're having a couple issues with energy here and there. Be nice to resolve those. And how can we upgrade these? Energy consumption mod. That has a range mod on it already. We don't necessarily want to throw a second one on. So let's go to the next sector. Make sure you're properly aligned when exiting. Jumping signal suppressed. Okay, felt a little jostled out of the gate there. So we need to find the suppressor. It's right here. So thankfully it's not any major enemy. But it is an electrical storm right here. So, you know, mind that gap, if you will. Let's try to get out of that. Just kind of stall somewhere that feels safe. Those things are just going straight into the singularity. Yep, they're gone. I think we might as well leave. Yeah, we're gonna leave. Goodbye. It's not really gonna do us any good to stick around. Oh, well, we can go to a service station, but then we have to go through a hard. We have to go through at least one no matter what, so we'll go to the service station and not the trader. And, I mean, this definitely looks like it would be an ancient spot, but it clearly isn't. Out of the gate, you can tell. But boy, does it look spooky. All purple and weird, dark. crazy. So let's take care of this drone. Actually, let's take care of this scout as well. Who else? Do you have any others in this dogfight? No. Good work, team. I'm gonna hit the service station now. Thank you, but bye-bye. So, we have plenty of plasma, we can give some of that up. We can sell some gel. Let's give up some plasma, sell some gel. And then a refuel station. There. So back to up to 98. It's not 100, but whatever. It's 2 off. Now, there's the exit. There's the Ocker. And we want to engage so we can heal up just a little more. It should be relatively easy. Yep. We got plasma torpedoes. Interesting. We didn't need to buy the fuel. We didn't need to buy fuel. Of course, we didn't know it at the time, but oh well. We'll drop the plasma torpedoes because we just don't want to use them. Yeah. So there must have been another container there. That will never not be fun. That's the best part of the game. It's blowing up tanks. That's not a very good part of the game. Running into rocks at full speed when you knew they were there and could have avoided it. That's not my favorite part. But oh well, let's take some crystal out of this asteroid. And whatever's in those 2 containers. There we go. Some power cells. Let's see, coil gun. You know what? How does that compare here? More damage, more range, a lot more energy consumption. But we don't have the energy consumption mods on it. We can add those. So, energy consumption mod. There. It's not perfect, but it's much better. It's pretty good. Alright. This purple sky is still like slightly unsettling. Yeah, I remember there were maps for the Tribes games. I think more so Tribes 2, because that got really esoteric with, its world design. That was an old first-person shooter. They've made iterations since then, but they haven't been very successful, at least comparatively. But it was like multiplayer, first-person shooter, and you had jetpacks, and you were on alien planets. It was all kind of cool. And, since they were alien worlds, they had kind of weird, like, geographies. Kind of weird, like, atmospheres and all that. Like, I remember making one, because it made sense, that just had, like, a green kind of sky. And that's kind of unnerving. It was meant to feel, like, poisonous, almost. So it worked for in that sense. But, you know, you could do that. And you could have a world that just had, you know, a bright purple sky if that's what you wanted. That was always good for making it really feel alien. Really feel just, you know, unnatural. I don't know, I was a little disappointed at, like, what ultimately happened to
Using an asteroid as a shield will prevent damage to the ship.
the tribes. You know, the whole tribes thing, basically. Whoa, hello. Okay, here we go. Whoop, our shield generator is damaged. We have a bunch of incoming enemies. And no scrap. Come on. You know what? We're gonna cloak. And we can repair our shield generator now. So we will hold out for just a moment until we're back to good.
There's a few of them.
Yeah, they see me now. But we can handle this. Yep, we can handle this. That's gone. So, my assessment of our situation right now is that we have one weapon for when we have really good aim, and one weapon for when we have essentially no aim. And I'm using the one for when we have no aim quite a lot. But the one for when we have aim is pretty good. GMB Distress Beacon. I don't think we really want that. It'd be nice to have backup, but I think we're okay. And this plasma field over there, exit over there, solar flare incoming. Is this safe? This is safe. Okay. So this gives us a moment to position ourselves. So, we can hit up this plasma field. Is that even worth it? Not really. It's not even worth it. Coil gun, we can improve its range, but its range is huge. It's actually really good. We build one light missile, and that's it. Yeah, in all cases, it's just that lack of scrap. It's the only thing holding us back. The dark energy is kind of hard to come by safely, so we'll nab that. See if we can ping this comm hub real quick. Doing so safely might be a little challenging. So we have to come in through here. And I imagine this is going to be full of mines. Yep. So we'll blast these away. We probably don't even really want what's in, like what we'll find from the comms hub. We more just want what was in those containers. Look, there's not much navigating room in here. We're gonna have to make do. We're all just gonna have to get cozy. Yep, see, Ocker inbound. We are getting out of here now. What's going on? What's wrong? I thought we were fine about the solar burst. Thought we were fine. Apparently we are not. Let's get out of here. Okay. That was unusual. Solar flares are bad. That's not actually a surprise, but very annoying. Now we have damaged secondaries. We have an auger swarm. Again, not enough scrap. Alright, they know we're here. So we'll just do it this way. This should actually help if these are, you know, weaker swarming enemies. This should be easier to take out and leech. Yep, more swarmers. Okay. But still no scrap. We need scrap. We also have a dark energy being here. Can we discard things? We would have to discard like all of a type of missile all at once. But if we remove that, we only get 2 scrap and we need 11. It's not helpful enough. Alright, I don't think we have the requisite range to actually handle these. Okay. They have now noticed us, and we do actually have the requisite range. So, those are actually easily taken care of. They're not that strong. And in the process of being not that strong and thus dying, we are back to full HP. Now yes, our secondary weapon system is damaged. Yes, there's that. But we're back to full HP. Yeah, we can't fire missiles at all. But we can fire these. And that's almost enough scrap. Almost. This mineable fuel will be nice. Just some ore. And we'll take the fuel because we're not at 100. We're at 98, which is really good, but we want to fill up. And we're gonna have to go another orbit without secondary weapons, without missiles, without bombs, without kaboom. You know, we were promised a kaboom. So there's the jump gate. There's some outlaws. There's some more outlaws. Let's head this way because there are GMBs over here that can kind of defend us, as it were. I mean, it's a team effort. We will refer to it as such, but really, like, if we get into a jam, they can help us out. Oh, we have turrets up here. More drones. Okay. Take out that missile. There's more scrap there, so we might be good on repairing our secondaries again. Someone's firing at us. Maybe those Ockers that just spawned in? If there's a shield charge drone in there, like there's a chance of that being a Corvette. Yep. Yep. So this is my whelp face right now. Hello. This is an interesting fight now. We have tons of forces here. And we still can't repair. We need one more scrap. Literally one more. We're gonna try to use this conflict as cover. As we come in here. Start popping some of this. Alright. Adaptive armor. So we can basically beef up our armor a little more. I'll take that over tractor beam right now. Can't pick up nanobots at all. And plasma torpedoes, don't want them. Of course, as I say that, like, there's a Corvette. We could use them. But no. We will go this route. Build a couple more of those. Give it a range mod. This has really good range. So what do we say? Spread mod, fiery mod, hull damage. Yeah. Let's start pinging this. And of course, we're gonna see a drone show up. But now all is well. Good work, team. Good work. Got a new decal color. Keep getting new decal colors. There's actually quite a lot of them so far. Keep going back and tweaking our look a little more. Not that it matters. It literally has no effect, but you know, cosmetics are nice to play with. Says the girl who hasn't worn makeup in forever, but you know, real life and video games are different things. So, on we go. We're actually holding up relatively well after that complete debacle of a first run. That one was just bad. Mark II Corvette. And some outlaws that are choosing to fire on us instead of the giant enemy ship. You know, I'm a little surprised you don't see the overall issue in this situation. You know, we could be teammates. We could partner. We're apparently not going to, but we totally could. Alright. So we got a couple situations here. We've got drones, but they're easy to take care of. Fighter takes a little bit more. Got to hit these from behind.
Have a patch of the melted grains tidied of scum.
Yeah, okay. Let's move on.
This Corvette still is a problem. These outlaws, not a huge problem, but they are there. They are something we're gonna have to deal with. But all this said, that is not what is suppressing the signal. The actual suppression seems to be coming from over here. So let's not let ourselves get distracted. There's an actual mission here, and we may be able to do it without having to worry about that big enemy ship. Who's spotted us? Who's after us? We got some fighters right in this neighborhood. Is that taken care of? You teleported. Yeah, you can teleport. How dare you? We need some missiles. Because we are low on energy. And we can only be so evasive. We can certainly try, but it only works so well. So, sensor relay. We'll just scrap. Thermogun. We'll just scrap. Elite Ocker Corvette. Where did you come from? Seriously, where? Like, I didn't even see you teleport in. You're gonna be way too strong for that trick to work. 90%, 93, 92, 91. We have to get inside the rock. Now what's going on? No, because our... Oh, there it is. There's the jump suppressor. We're gonna hack this. Then, can we duck into here? Maybe grab a couple stray resources.
They've locked onto you.
Yep. Whoop. Something from behind, though. What? What is it? Where are you? You know what? Forget that. We're just gonna leave. You're not our friends. We're not gonna deal with you. Now, yes, we could knock out some more Corvettes. Olay, Sector 5. What are you doing, Sector 5? Watch, Sector 6 is just solid red the entire way across. Some outlaws and ockers. Got another suppressed jump. Got a swarm fighter. Yep.
They've locked onto me.
The swarm fighters are at least relatively easy to handle. As long as you're not, you know, out of energy like we were at that point. Some more swarmers. And one more. There we go. Pick up some processors, some fuel, some more fuel. Can we build an energy injector? Because we kind of could use those. Yes, we can build a lot of them. And a couple shield boosters. And you know what? A drone override. Just, you know, as a defensive mechanism. Oh, I want to equip that. So, where is the jump suppressor? It's vaguely in this direction, but probably a lot more like where that elite outlaw is. And yeah, we'll help our GMB buddy out.
Target destroyed.
So now maybe they can throw a little bit down over here. Oh, and an access key. Wonderful. Don't really need that fuel. We can't use those nanobots. And we are approaching what is probably the suppressor. Yep, right here. Pretty meager defenses, if we're being honest. Pretty easy to handle. There's some tanks full of gas. I think we still have the in-game mission to destroy a lot of gas tanks. I think we can still do that. But let's fill up on fuel since we're here. And yes, there are some enemies behind us now. What are they? They are powerful and dangerous, and we're gonna run away. Leave a little bit of plasma on the table, whatever. No, we are not going into the red zone. We're staying in the yellow zone. The yellow zone is for loading and unloading of weapons only. There's a lot of plasma there. Some random drones just there. Oh yes, this would be our shipwreck. The Shipwreck of Solarium. The Element of Soul. I think it's reused that name, actually. I swear we've had that before on an earlier run. It's a batch of Ockers. Let's pop the drones first. Be better off with the thermogun, I think. Or not. I mean, whatever gets the job done, ultimately. And that got the job done, so it works. Time extender we'll scrap. Some gel. Some mineable fuel. So this should fill us back up. Or not. There's probably some... Oh, there's a freighter wreck. Shield breakers. Nice. This is now our only kind of missile, mind you, but... means we can always start off an encounter. Words, bunny, words. With a shield breaker. And just, you know, pop things off that way. So, you have a refueling station. I'll buy 10 fuel because it's cheap. Now, we can sell off some crystal. We can buy some ore, but we have plenty of ore. Yeah, let's sell off some crystal. We're now over 20 grand on the money front. And we're full on health. Is there any actual reason to engage with this elite outlaw scout? I don't know, do we want like more access cards? Would that be a reason? Yeah, I'll kind of take more energy consumption. So we'll just do shield capacity. Just make it straight up. And then thermo gun. Shield damage, hull damage. Which one is it good for? It's a lot better on shield than hull. And we've already thrown 2 range mods on it. So we'll boost its hull damage a little more. And yeah, let's be dumb. Especially since it looks like it's like guarding a frigate of some kind. So this could be another colonial moment for us. And yes, we have Webbers on us. They don't hurt, they're just annoying. And apparently you can just straight up one-shot them. So, good for us.
This could be a sticky situation here.
Whoop. Colonial turrets. Remember that they exist and that they want to kill you. But also they protect good things. Well, usually. Okay, that one's gone. There's gonna be one like right behind us, essentially. Yep. Yep, there is. And we pause momentarily. Let our shields come back. And we know about that turret, so we can position ourselves to handle it. By turret. Take some scrap. And what you got for us here? Hull bonus subroutine. That's nice. Damage limiter. Yeah, we'll take that over that. Energize boost. No. Shock rifle. Nah. And, whoops. Thermogun X10. Charges up to 10 additional homing projectiles and unleashes them on your target. Honestly, no. We'll keep our classic edition. And the Yakkar are coming. Hello. The Yakkar are coming. We need to get out of here. We need to do it now. So, goodbye. Goodbye. Little evasive maneuvering to actually make that clear. And now, after one run where we just immediately died, we are now the furthest we've ever gotten in Everspace. Ain't that how it always goes?
We are entering an area of concentrated outdoor activity.
Higher risks yield richer rewards.
And, like, more death. But, you know, that's... You do you. So, we have this outlaw frigate. We have this enemy that we can't see.
An Oka frigate. It's equipped with a jump suppressor.
Oh, great.
So it can't quite, you know, sit still. It doesn't have shields, which is strange. But But what's our range look like? 2.4, 1.8. Okay. We're in the position that we can use the coil gun. We can build an Arc 9000. Let's build the Arc 9000. Let's equip the Arc 9000. Let's use our boosts. And use the Arc 9000. That did a lot less damage than I had hoped. In fact, we're gonna build a new Arc 9000. And while we're here, let's do a plasma torpedo. We've never done a plasma torpedo.
That should hit.
That looks nice. That's how I would ultimately describe it. It looked nice. Energy injector would be good. Good idea. Taking on some of these closer up enemies be a good idea. Getting a couple kills in to get our health back be a good idea. Whoop. Taking all this damage would not be a good idea. Yeah, that damage, bad. That nano injector did work. Kind of curious why it didn't in the past. You know, because we, at least I'm pretty sure we tried to use something along those lines before, namely, you know, that, and it didn't do anything. I'm gonna work on just a little bit of evasive play for the moment. Your shields recharge quick. That's a problem. You should be dying, like, very soon. I don't know what it was trying to do there, but it was kind of splashy. Kind of odd. Mostly right now, I'm like just trying to get in a position where we have the energy to do this fight. Because we don't really. Hey, GMBs, would you mind? You know, lending a quick hand here? Would really appreciate it. Would really appreciate it. Can we repair our inertial dampeners? Not without scrap. Let's just take care of you. Stasis missiles. Okay. It's not particularly useful, but maybe it'll have an effect. Shield generator damaged, yeah. Not a surprise. Engine damaged, also not a surprise. GMB buddies, what are you doing? Like, can't help a buddy out here? Well, we are just about screwed because we don't have scrap. So we might not survive this battle. Nope, didn't happen. Not for lack of trying, but man, that's a toughie. That is a toughie. But hey, new records, most kills, most credits. We got the furthest into this game that we've ever gotten. We finally had to fight one of those Ocker frigates, and it just knocked us out of the sky. But we came very close to defeating it, though. I will point out, we came very close. And that was a long, long run. I think a complete run of Everspace is going to take a fair amount of time. Even getting to the point where we get a complete run, let alone the actual duration of a complete run. It's going to be a while. But we made good progress, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, a like would be appreciated, subscribe doubly so. But either way, ta-ta for now.